As Gandhi famously once said, a general may control armies, a king may control his people, but a man's McDonald's order controls the fate of the world. Actually, wait, that might not have been Gandhi. I think that was George Washington. Anyways, we need to talk. Yeah, you. No, stop looking behind you. There's no one behind you. I'm talking to you. Yes. There we go. Yeah. Right. So we need to talk about your McDonald's order last month. A large Sprite, a medium fry, and most importantly, a quarter pounder without pickles. No pickles. Your order single-handedly caused World War III. Those pickles... Okay, really? Stop looking around like I'm talking to someone else. I'm talking to you. Right. So, those pickles you didn't order, well, they didn't get used at all that day. So when the McDonald's employee took the order later, they decided that they didn't need to order more pickles yet. This made the global cucumber company lose a potential $20.44. Why does it matter? Well, as everyone knows, the cucumber company has been in a financial war with the zucchini company for the past 449 years. I'm sure you've learned about this all in your history class in school, but as a quick recap for those of you who don't remember, the cucumber company has been winning for almost 400 years of their wars, using the pickle to single-handedly earn them 99.8% of their income. They had this great success, while zucchini didn't have such great success. Zucchini struggled to get dishes that utilized their food to be popular, like zucchini bread, fried zucchini, or chocolate milk, but they only found so much success through these items. At least until zucchini managed to create a man entirely out of zucchini, naming this creature Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg. With his creation of Facebook, with the later name change of Meta, he greatly increased profit, allowing zucchini to actually compete with cucumber's previous success. Then, all of this is just modern history. Cucumbers took over the country of Chile, Zuckerberg bought Oculus, both of them making more and more money, but zucchini quickly catching up to cucumbers, posing a real threat. And when you got your pickleless burger, you caused the cucumber company to lose that potential income of $20 right as they hit the 450-year mark of the war, the agreed ending date. They lost by $4.13. So naturally, as per the agreement, the loser had to give all of their possessions to the other company. But Cucumber was outraged by losing by so little, and they broke this contract. Here's where a different fact comes into play. You see, the US is admitted to losing 6 nukes. 3 of these lost nukes are owned by the Cucumber Company, 2 are owned by the Zucchini Company, and of course the last one is owned by me. Anyways, Cucumber, in all its rage, launched one of its nukes at the Zucchini's headquarters. In reaction, Zucchini launched one of theirs back at the Cucumber's base. Of course, both of these nukes were shot down by anti-air defense, but although neither of them hitting their intended targets, or hit anything for that matter, it still sent the world leaders into a panic, everyone pointing fingers and, of course, declaring war. Thankfully, no nukes were launched somehow, but the Allied system kicked into play and it quickly became a brutal world war, World War III. So that's what happened when you got no pickles. But what if you put the pickles on the burger instead? It's the same thing, except this time the Zucchini Company that loses throws a fit, and they're the ones who launch the nuke. So why don't you consider being a little bit more dramatic with your changes? Like, what if you order your quarter pounder, but without the ketchup, buns, onions, meat, pickles, and mustard, so that you only have a slice of cheese? The sun explodes. What if you remove the fries from your order? Well, those fries you would have eaten end up sitting around for a while and being dumped out. In the dumpster, they get infected by a rare mold that mutates. The spores from the mold then begin affecting other potato plants, and next thing you know, it's the Great Potato Famine 2, Electric Boogaloo. Give or take 10 years, and the mold mutates again and begins affecting humans, and the world just becomes The Last of Us with zombies and whatnot. But what if you do a Coke instead of a Sprite? Don't do that. Drugs are bad for you. However, if you do want to do that, I know a guy... Oh, shoot. You meant the drink, not the other thing. Right, I knew that. Yeah, actually nothing happens. Well, the sun explodes, but other than that, yeah, nothing else happens. What if you add one of those McDonald's cookies to your order? World War IV gets started. No, I didn't skip a number. World War III does happen, but it's not your fault in this case. It's the fault of the guy who ordered a meal after you. Though, he really shouldn't have bought that McChicken. But what if you add an ice cream cone to your order? They tell you that their ice cream machine is currently down and you fall into a cycle of deep depression that ends with you in bed for days at end because you just couldn't get your ice cream. And the sun explodes. What if you give up and just don't eat? The sun explodes. Nah, I'm kidding. This time the sun just fizzles out slowly over the period of about a year, leaving the world in darkness and in the cold until the only people left are those living in bunkers. And then the earth explodes. What if you get a large fry instead of a medium? Kanye ends up getting voted in as president, and against all odds, he does a pretty good job. He lowers the nation's debt, increases homelessness rates, increases average household income, and people love him. Until, of course, he starts a nuclear war, which results in the deaths of nearly everyone. What if you order a Whopper instead of the Quarter Pounder? That McDonald's employee taking your order has a mental breakdown after hearing the Whopper joke for the millionth time and creates an army of McDonald's employees who are sick of their jobs and attempt to destroy the McDonald's corporation. And as I'm sure you also know, McDonald's is actually the Illuminati and controls the government of the United States. So they send in the army to try to stop the McDonald's workers, but it ends up breaking out into a full-on war. It progresses until the entire country gets involved and it becomes a full-on civil war. Other countries get involved in the civil war, supporting the side they want to win. And eventually, it becomes certain that McDonald's Corporation was going to be the one to lose this war. So, they played their final card. They released Grimace, Destroyer of Worlds. And true to his name, he wreaked havoc until inevitably destroying the planet Earth itself and all of its inhabitants. What if you... Okay, let's be honest here. That's enough what ifs. And spoiler alert, you have a shockingly high ability just to cause the world's end indirectly. Literally everything you do somehow results in the end of the world except for one thing. So let me just cut to the chase here and tell you how not to end the world. Just go to Wendy's and get a 4 for $4. That simple. Just don't get a Frosty with it because that will make the sun explode.